Welcome to Mathenatic. In this video, we want to determine n for the following equation. We are given the sigma equation with the lower limit of 1 and the upper limit of n. The term is 2 to the power of k, and this sum, because that is what sigma means, it means sum, is equals to 2046. So the logical step is to start with the lower limit. Now the lower limit is 1, so we replace k with 1. Then we add the second term, and the next substitution would be 2 in the place of k. And for the third term, the next substitution would be 3 in the place of k. And this pattern would continue all the way up to 2 to the power of n. But we don't know what n is equal to. If I simplify 2 to the power of 1, I have 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and 2 to the power of 3 is 8. And what we want to establish is whether or not this is a constant difference between terms, or whether it's a constant ratio between terms. Now, can you see, moving from 2 to 4 is I add 2, and then from 4 to 8 is I add 4. So it is not a constant difference between terms. But moving from 2 to 4, I can multiply by 2. And then from 4 to 8, I multiply by 2. So this is a constant ratio between terms. That means we can withdraw the following information from our expression and our equation. First, 2 represents the a value because that is term 1. The ratio between terms is 2 as I've showed you. But if you want to calculate the ratio, you can say 4 divided by 2. And you can prove that it's equal by saying 8 divided by 4. So it's term 3 divided by term 2, or you could have term 2 divided by term 1. Either way, you'd find the ratio is also 2. But this 2 is not the first term, it's the multiplier between terms. Next, we have Sn, and Sn is equals to 2046. And because we have a constant ratio between terms, we can use the geometric series formula that we have on our formula sheet. And that is what we are doing in our next few steps. We replace Sn with 2046. We have the value of a as 2 and the ratio also as 2. And in the denominator, we have r minus 1. So that is 2 minus 1, which leads me to 1. So we can kind of ignore this denominator. So from this step to the next, all I did is I divided both sides by 2. So on the right-hand side, if I divide by 2, I'm left with 2 to the power of n minus 1. And on the left-hand side, if I divide by 2, I have 1023. Next, we can move this negative 1 to the right-hand side, and that becomes plus 1. That will lead us to 1024. And now we can rewrite 1024 as 2 to the power of 10. Now, if you don't know how to do that, is you take 1024 in your calculator, then you press equals, then shift, and then you're looking for the fact button. So the fact button is the time button, but it says fact above that button. Once you do that, it will convert 1024 to 2 to the power of 10. And now on the left and the right hand side, we have the same bases. So when the bases are the same, we can see that n is equals to 10. Thank you for watching. Support us by liking and subscribing to Mathenatic. Check out our Digistore for math study notes, with free downloads for statistics and financial math. Follow the link in the video description.